Good morning to all the students. Today I will talk something about dissertation, which is there in semester 4 of MBA program. In dissertation, we expect students to know a particular concept or a particular theme in detail. So it's about more extensive in terms of knowledge about a particular theme or particular concept which you have selected for dissertation. First we'll see which are very basic things in dissertation. These are very basic things which are there in front of you. The first thing is about font size. As for SIP project also, the font size was 12 for all the text. For subheading it was 14 and it was 16 for the main heading. So font size will be 14 for subheading, 16 for the heading, and for all the remaining text it will be 12. Font type will be Times New Roman only. Times New Roman only. As far as margins are concerned, you can have on the binding side you can have 1.2, on the top left and bottom side you can have 1 on each side, but only on the binding side you can keep 1.2. Line spacing you can keep 1.2 or 1.5 depending on your guide's convenience and guide's guidelines and his insights. Generally for dissertation we accept 2 copies which are perfectly spirally binded, but because of the COVID-19 situation where printing looks to be very difficult, we can go for soft copy. The soft copy should be in PDF as well as in Word format. The university may ask you to upload your soft copy in advance. In addition to the soft copy, you are also expected to prepare a presentation in the form of PPT, and this presentation the Viva person may ask you, instead of giving the question and answer, first he may ask you to give the presentation on your dissertation topic. So PPT should be ready. When you are preparing a soft copy, all the aspects of font, line spacing, character spacing, margins, the structure of the hypothesis should be kept in mind. Apart from the regular structure of the dissertation or SIP, you can also have acknowledgement, declaration and college certificate. These 3 things. Let's repeat: acknowledgement, declaration and college certificate. About basics, some of the students are working in a particular company and they have selected a topic which is very close to their job profile. Yes, you can select such kind of topics, and if company is giving you certificates, that's well and fine. But if you are not working on such kind of topic, or you are working on application on management concepts in various perspectives, or you have taken a particular perspective, it is not mandatory to have the company certificate. Director certificate is enough for the dissertation, but only what we expect that whatever you do it with integrity and honesty. So primary data collection is not mandatory at all. You can work out the entire dissertation with the help of your secondary data. What is the perspective of the people who are taking the Viva? So when we are taking the Viva, first thing we want to see that whatever thing you have done your dissertation, you have understood that concept or not. So a lot of questions will be asked on the title of the dissertation, whether you have understood the title, the topic in detail or not. That is the first intention of Viva. Suppose you have taken some theme. Now some people have taken child psychology and effect of COVID-19 on the screen exposure of children. So it's a very good topic, noble topic, but whether you have understood the concept or not. Some people have taken pestle analysis of 5-star hotels in Pune city. So do you understand what do you mean by pestle? or the extent of depth which is required of pastel in dissertation, that thing we will like to evaluate from your project. How much the student has understood about the concept, the format which has followed in the entire dissertation, the methodology, that is the research methodology you have adopted, and outcome. As a management student, what you have learned from the dissertation? What is the learning outcome? As a manager, how this dissertation will help you in your career? That is the thing which we would like to evaluate. Now this is the structure of your dissertation. It will start with acknowledgement, declaration, institute certificate, and table of contents. The sequence should be acknowledgement, declaration, institute certificate, and the table of contents. After table of contents, you can have introduction or executive summary. Introduction or executive summary is the gist of what you have done. So this chapter, if I read as a layman or if I read as a Viva person, it should give me an idea about what you have written in the next 30, 40, 50 pages. So it's a gist of it. So it can tell, this chapter can tell you about why you are doing this study, why this topic is so important, what is the crux and summary of the entire dissertation. The second topic is objectives of this study. So basically it is a question that why you are doing this thing, what do you want to learn, what do you want to learn from this dissertation. You want to learn basic concepts about particular functional area, or you want to learn the application of basic concept, or you are describing a particular thing, how Patanjali has evolved in last 5 years. What exactly do you want to learn? You want to understand a concept, you want to describe a concept, you want to learn the application of a concept, or how a strategy is applied in a particular company. What is the objective? What do you want to learn? Topic number 3 is company profile or organizational profile. Company profile or organizational profile, it is mandatory if you are doing a project on a particular company like Cadbury, Nestle, or Hindustan Lever, or Patanjali, or Godrej, or Voltas. If you are not doing a company specific study, this company profile is not mandatory. Okay, if you are doing for a particular study of a particular industry, IT industry, banking industry, financial institution, you can write about those things in this chapter. Next thing is which I have not mentioned, one thing in this structure is also you can write about conceptual background. So it's all about theory, about the concept which you have selected. Research methodology, it may have hypothesis, it may not have hypothesis. It's not mandatory to have hypothesis. You have to describe your research design, whether it's exploratory or qualitative or quantitative, descriptive, what it is. How you have collected the data, by interviewing people or by going through website or by going through books, how you have collected the data. It may be primary or secondary. The next chapter is about data analysis. So probably you have done your topic for on the basis of secondary data also. Still you can prepare a lot of charts which can describe your study. So for financial management student, yes, it may be ratio analysis, it may be analysis of financial figures or portfolio management or a status of a particular industry. But for marketing also you can have a lot of data analysis about how the sales have changed, how the company has prospered or gone down, how they have acquired the territories, and other flowcharts also you can mention in data analysis. Same thing is about relevant charts, tables, graphs, and diagrams. Lastly, suggestions and recommendations. I will try to limit the discussions for suggestions only, because suggest is something the student can suggest to a company or to industry or in general, but he cannot recommend. Recommendations are given on by someone who is really expert. So limit your study for suggestions only, conclusions and references, and appendix, probably data sheets and questionnaire. This is a very standard format of the dissertation. Your guide may give you something additional in addition to this thing, but this is the minimum thing what you can say. Apart from this, if you have any doubts regarding the structure, regarding the topics, please write to me on my personal WhatsApp chat. Thank you, students.